A terrible earthquake has hit Ethiopia, causing a lot of destruction and sadness. The strong shaking was felt over a large area and has deeply affected the whole country. Communities are struggling with the loss of life, homes, and jobs. The quake, incredibly strong and scary, has changed the land and the hearts of the Ethiopian people forever. This event reminds us how powerful nature can be and how important it is for everyone around the world to help each other during these difficult times.
As things calm down, we start to see how bad the damage really is. It's a tough situation, and there's a lot of work to do. But even with all the destruction and loss, people are helping each other. Rescue workers are working as fast as they can to find people trapped under the debris. Doctors and nurses are working non-stop to help the injured.
People all over the world are sending help, offering comfort, and promising to help Ethiopia recover and rebuild. As Ethiopia faces this disaster, the strength and unity of its people will be very important. Recovering will take a long time and be very hard, but with hard work and help from around the world, there is hope that Ethiopia can overcome this tragedy and become even stronger. The earthquake, a strong 7.2 on the Richter scale, hit at about 3:15 p.m. local time. It started near the town of Alemtena in the Oromia region, about 250 kilometers southeast of Addis Ababa. Because the quake was only 15 kilometers deep, it caused a lot of damage on the surface. Buildings fell down, roads were destroyed, and entire villages were turned to rubble. The shaking was felt even in nearby countries. The Oromia region, where most people in Ethiopia live, was hit the hardest. This region, known for its farms and beautiful nature, is now dealing with widespread damage and many people have lost their homes. The earthquake also hurt important things like roads and bridges, which are needed to bring help and supplies. This is making it hard to get help to people. The power is also out in many places, making rescue work even more difficult. Hospitals are full of injured people and are running out of supplies. We are still figuring out exactly how much damage there is, but the early reports are very bad. Thousands of homes are gone, leaving families without a place to live. Schools, hospitals, and businesses are also badly damaged, making it hard for people to get the services they need and hurting the local economy. Right after the earthquake, there was a lot of chaos and confusion as people tried to understand what had happened. The air was full of dust and the ground kept shaking with aftershocks, making everyone even more scared. As the initial shock wore off, the terrible destruction became clear.
The Ethiopian government quickly sent emergency teams to the areas that were hit. The military is helping with search and rescue, using their skills and equipment to find survivors as quickly as possible. Medical teams from all over the country are working very hard to help the injured, bringing hope during this sad time.
International aid groups like the Red Cross, Doctors Without Borders, and UNICEF are also helping. They are giving important things like medical supplies, shelter, food, and water. Temporary hospitals have been set up to treat the injured, and aid centers are working hard to give essential supplies to people in need. It's encouraging to see so much help from around the world. Many countries have promised to send money and have expressed their sympathy to the people of Ethiopia. Groups are also raising money to help, asking people to give what they can to help those who are suffering. As Ethiopia starts the long and difficult job of rebuilding, they still need a lot of help from the world. It will be hard, but if people, organizations, and governments work together, Ethiopia can recover and become stronger.
Money is needed right now to help the relief efforts. Donating to trustworthy groups working in Ethiopia will give them the money they need for medical care, shelter, food, water, and other important things for people affected by the earthquake. It's also important to tell other people about what's happening in Ethiopia. Sharing correct information from reliable sources helps stop false rumors and make sure that people don't forget about the people in Ethiopia who need help. Asking for more international aid can also make a big difference in the lives of those affected by the disaster.
Times of tragedy are hard, but they also show us how we can come together to help each other. The earthquake in Ethiopia reminds us that we are all vulnerable, and that kindness, helping each other, and working together are very important. By helping the people of Ethiopia, we can help them recover and rebuild their lives and communities. Even small acts of kindness can make a difference when people are in such great need.